Good evening. Self-care is often underrated in its impact, once said by Katie Crimer. Welcome to BMC News Lab presented by Al Hilal Hospitals and Medical Centers English News. Myself, Shana Sultana, joining you with the daily news updates. Today's news in detail. His Majesty the King met His Highness UAE Vice President. His Majesty King Hamad bin Al Khalifa met with His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President of the UAE, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, at his premises residence here. His Majesty King Hamad and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid expressed their pride in their robust bilateral relations and high level of cooperation would continue to grow steadily at all levels. The two leaders emphasized their mutual keenness to further strengthen the two countries' ties to serve their common interests. His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa directed to host Olympic Day on November 4. His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, first Deputy Chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, Chairman of the General Sports Authority and President of the Bahrain Olympic Committee, directed to host and hold the Olympic Day on November 4. The Bahrain Olympic Committee will organize the Olympic Day in response to the annual invitation of the International Olympic Committee in cooperation with national sports federations. First relief aid shipment dispatched to Gaza. The National Committee for Supporting the Palestinians in Gaza dispatched the first Bahraini aid shipment to Gaza under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the representative of His Majesty for Humanitarian Work and Youth Affairs. The Bahraini aid shipment reflects His Majesty King Hamad bin Al Khalifa's firm stance on the just Palestinian cause and support for the Palestinian people, His Highness Sheikh Nasser said. NIHR participated in Regional Dialogue Forum on Education. The National Institution for Human Rights, represented by Dr. Malala Al-Hamadi, NIHR member of the Council of Commissioners, participated in the Future of Human Rights Learning and Education in the Arab region towards a new social contract forum held in Egypt. The forum was organized in partnership between the Arab Institute for Human Rights, the Arab Network for National Human Rights Institutions, the National Council for Human Rights in Egypt, the Arab League, UNESCO, and the Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights. LMRA conducted 5 inspection campaigns and reported 85 violations. The Labour Market Regulatory Authority LMRA conducted 5 joint inspection campaigns across all governorates, which resulted in reporting 85 violations related to the labour market and residency laws. The cases were referred for legal action. LMRA noted that 5 inspection campaigns were conducted in all the governorates where nationality passports and residence affairs NPRA, the Sentence Enforcement Department, Civil Defence, the Ministry of Industry and Commerce, the Ministry of Tourism, and respective police directorates of the governorates jointly contributed to the inspection efforts. Now we shall go for a short commercial break.
The 16th branch of Megamart and Macromart supermarkets in Bahrain has opened in Sahla. The best offers are available to the customers at affordable rates. Everyone is welcome. During and around the opening day, a variety of fish including salmon, meat and dairy products, roastery, frozen items, food and non-food items, groceries, fruits and vegetables, electronics, garments and ready-to-eat food items are available to the customers at affordable rates. Hearty welcome to all. Megamart and Macromart, your favorite shopping destination.
Welcome back. King's directives to provide humanitarian relief aid praised. The cabinet has recommended His Majesty King Hamad's directives to provide urgent humanitarian relief to the Palestinian people. Deputy King His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa chaired the weekly cabinet meeting once he was saying this. Kuwait to launch air bridge for aid operations to Gaza. Minister of Foreign Affairs of Kuwait announced on Sunday the launch of relief operations through an air bridge to Palestinians in Gaza Strip. This is an extension of Kuwait's unwavering position on the Palestinian cause and an attempt to alleviate suffering brought up by the Zionist occupation. Taiwan was rattled by a quake. There were no reports of damage. A magnitude 6.2 earthquake struck off Taiwan's east coast on Tuesday, the island's weather bureau said, shaking buildings in the capital Taipei with no reports of damage. The epicenter of the earthquake was in the sea off Taiwan's Hualien country to the south of Japan's island at a depth of 5.7 kilometers. The Weather Bureau has said and reported. Trains on Taipei's metro system slowed down, but services quickly resumed as normal, the city government has said. Bangladesh trains collided, killed 17 and wounded many. At least 17 people were killed and scored injured on Monday after two trains collided in eastern Bangladesh, the police has said. The passenger train crashed into a freight train in Bairab, about 80 kilometers northeast of the capital Dhaka. 17 bodies have been recovered and many injured have been taken to the hospital, said Anwar Hussain, superintendent of the Dhaka Railway Police, adding the death toll could climb as rescue operations were ongoing. India celebrated joyous occasion of Dussehra in full swing. India celebrates the auspicious festival of Dussehra in full swing. Effigies of Ravana, Kumbhakaran and Meghnad are seen around most public parks and carnivals and are ready to be burned. Celebrations are taking place around the country as far as the eye can see, and the festival is being celebrated with the utmost enthusiasm this year. With this, we come to the end of today's news. Stay tuned for daily news updates in VMC News Live English 7:30 p.m. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off by Shana Sultana. Good night.